All right, everyone. Welcome to Ragebait Cowboys episode 3. Very special guest today, Sean Thickland. Welcome to the show, buddy. It's a
Hello,
pleasure.
guys.
So, first of all, what did you think about Sean's performance last night? I mean, obviously, you're his alter ego. So,
Absolutely expected Ty. Absolutely expected him to just absolutely kill Fluffy. I mean, I didn't think round three. I thought maybe round four, maybe
I was thinking for
five. I was thinking four because he was holding back pretty good in the first three rounds. Um, you know, Sean's style is pretty good. I mean, he's very good defensively, and he's also got a very good takedown defense.
my
He's
my
got
thing
a
that My thing that I saw the most from Sean was just, like you said, the takedown defense and just the composure. I mean, Sean has to be one of the most calmest looking human beings in a fight. I mean, just no, emotions whatsoever. He just stood there and, Fluffy kind of walked him down for 3 rounds, but Sean was landing jab after jab after jab. And eventually, that knee to the body just found its home. And, Sean just absolutely unleashed. I feel like Sean needed a finish. It had been a long time. I think since probably 2021. It feels like it's been forever, a long time coming. Very good victory. Very much needed for Sean Strickland, for sure.
absolutely. I mean, you know, I don't know how the books could like put him as a non-favorite. I'm saying why is he the underdog?
Massive
He's
dog.
underdog as fuck. I'm like minus 220? How sorry, plus 220? How is that possible? Fucking Sean Strickland beat the shit out of fucking Israel Adesanya. He
Yeah.
fucking nearly killed Adesanya. And we're saying that Fluffy, a fighter who has not actually fought anybody like Strickland, is
Yeah.
is gonna get is gonna beat the shit out of Sean Strickland, one of the most calmest fighters, one of the most interesting fighting styles I have ever seen. Because he doesn't go for takedowns. If you notice, he does not go for takedowns. He did not take one single takedown, but he has really good takedown defense, and he's an amazing wrestler too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, Larry, what did you think of, Sean and Fluffy's performance?
Well, I was one of the guys that thought Fluffy was going to win this one. You know, Sean coming off two straight losses from Dricus, and Anthony coming off what was it, eight straight wins he's got.
8 straight wins.
Yeah, I
But I
was
think
like, I don't know, this might be a little trap for Sean, but looking back now at those odds, they were disrespecting Sean a little bit there.
now I
Yeah,
still I still do think, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think that Fluffy Hernandez is still a problem for a lot of people.
Oh yeah, for
That
sure,
fight,
for
he
sure.
he walked Sean down every single second of the fight until he got caught with the knee. He has an amazing pressure. He has an amazing game. His hands were a little better than I thought they were. And I think Fluffy will be back. He's a young fighter. Sean's the vet, honestly, at this point, with a record of 30-7. Fluffy's still new to this game, and I think that Fluffy will come back, and he's going to be a problem for a lot of people. But the big thing is, what is going to be next for Sean? Because the Drakus trilogy, it doesn't excite me. It doesn't sell me. We don't need to see that. But also, there's just, do we make Sean versus Hamza? How do we, you
I
know?
could totally see Sean going against Kamzat. It's that would be a very interesting fight. I mean, like both of them are very good wrestlers, so I mean, I don't think Sean is going to change his weight class like Islam did and became a two-time champion. You know, I I could totally just see Kamzat. I think that would be the better card. I don't think he's going to main event for a little while.
Now,
Maybe
you know,
until next year. I mean, he'll probably do, co-mains or whatnot, but nothing, he's not going to get a main event for probably a year. I mean, he
yeah,
just came back off of his ban after he beat the shit out of that guy in the ring. So, you
yeah.
know,
Now, I know that you're Sean Thickland, but how do you see a fight with Sean Strickland and Hamzat going down? Realistically, as a better and as a realist, I mean, no
as of
bias.
no, I could totally see Kamzat holding him down, like, because, Kamzat's a really good fucking wrestler.
Yeah,
Um, I
I
could
don't
see
like the
him just
chances.
taking him down. I don't like the chances either
I
of
don't like
that.
your
I
chances.
mean, no, his chances are fucked with Kamzat. Are you kidding me? Most likely Kamzat will win that fight. I mean, you never know.
Now,
You
hear me
never
out.
know.
Sean's
Now, here's the
defense
thing,
is so
guys.
underrated, bro.
I
Yeah,
agree. I agree.
it is extremely underrated. Are you kidding me? This guy, the last couple of cards that I've watched with Strickland, this guy literally does not allow a single fucking jab. I mean, yeah, he gets he gets like later on in a couple of rounds. Sure, he'll get a couple of jabs thrown at him, but the way he fucking got Fluffy was insane.
Hmm.
It was one of the
Especially
most
off the back
interesting
foot.
things.
Off the back foot, just going backwards and then boom, a knee to the body and just completely shifted the momentum. And it was nice to see Sean let his hands go. People would give
Yeah.
Sean a hard time for being too patient, too defensive. And when he hurt Fluffy, he finally just, he let him have it and he stopped the fight. So much needed win. And hear me out. I think that this sets up a big fight. I think that Sean Strickland versus Hamza at the White House is a very intriguing fight as an American and as a bad blood matchup and to be settled on the South Lawn. But we'll
Yeah,
see what they choose to
that'll
do.
be very interesting. I
But
mean,
it'd
Sean
be
did
bad for
say that he
America.
doesn't want to be on the White House card for reasons we can't talk about on here.
I don't know if they would let him. I just don't know if they would let him on the White House card. I
No.
noticed last night in the post-fight press conference, they cut his mic and they told him to wrap up his press conference. And, that's another thing, too. And another question I have for you guys, the NFL and the NBA and other sports leagues are, very different than the UFC. And this is the first time that I've seen the UFC kind of, you know, cancel somebody and just completely cut his mic and tell him to wrap up his speech. And, they're kind of muting him a little bit. I think Paramount is getting a lot of backlash from Strickland. Now, I believe in freedom of speech. He can say whatever he wants. I don't have to agree with it. But I don't like how the NFL and the NBA, if you say a bad word or a cuss word or the wrong thing, you're getting fined, maybe suspended for some games. I think that's where the UFC is different. You can say whatever you want to. It is fight business.
Allow
But
blatant racism into your sport. Yes, bro. It's a
Yeah.
good thing.
it's not what you want, and it's not something that I agree with or believe in. But
I'm
at the end of the day, I think the UFC is different because they let people, speak how they want to,
So
and
you think the
they
UFC should allow racism?
no, I don't think that the UFC should allow or support racism. I just, Sean Strickland is Sean Strickland. I don't know if you can just, kind of cancel the guy. I think that, and I noticed last night, Paramount Plus did not post anything about Sean Strickland on any of their social media pages. So,
really.
fun fact, yeah, go look for yourself. There's not, so you can see stuff about the other fights. There's not one thing about Sean Strickland's win on there. So,
I mean,
very
He,
interesting.
he kind of does it to himself.
He does do it to himself. And I think Dana said that the media rage baits him into, these answers that he gives. They ask him questions that are going to trigger him and they know how he is and, how he's going to respond. And so I think that the media is just clickbaiting him.
absolutely they're trying to just rage bait Strickland. Are you kidding me? Because they know how he is. They know he's racist and they know he's aggressive when it comes to, talking about
He's
certain
so easy to
subjects.
rage bait too.
He
He's so
is.
Very,
easy to
very
rage bait.
easy.
I mean, remember when he pulled the gun on the guy in front of his house?
Yes,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
This-
Or,
That dude
or
is
honestly,
insane.
or the random beef he had with Sean O'Malley on a press conference a couple years back, where Sean said, "At least I don't fuck my dad" or something like that.
yeah.
And they weren't even fighting each other, obviously, but they started going back and forth. Just Sean's easy to rage bait. He's hilarious. He's a character. But it seems like the UFC and Paramount are a little fed up, and they're kind of drawing the line for the first time I've ever seen.
You know what I would really want to see? I mean, this is a possibility. It could end up happening. You never know. Islam could end up going. I mean, he's on a reign of terror right now. Um, I would say possibly in the future, maybe next year, if Islam decides to move up a weight class, I could totally see Strickland and Islam because Islam's got it. I mean,
And
he would make history with that.
I think that's interesting. I just think that again, Sean's would obviously be bigger, but I think again that's a bad matchup for Sean.
What about
Um,
Imamov?
yeah, I mean that one makes Nazardine makes more sense, but we don't know there's rumors that Hamzat's going up to, challenge for the vacant light heavyweight title against Yuri. If that's the case, you do Strickland versus, who for the vacant title at middleweight. So there's a
It
lot
would
of
be
what
him
ifs.
involved.
That's if
It would
they give
have to
him a
be him
shot.
involved.
What about Drakus though? I mean, Drakus lost to Hamzat and that was it. You
Fuck his
know,
pussy ass, bro. We
Yeah,
don't
fuck
fuck with
Drickus.
Drickus over here.
oh damn, we're
Nah,
team Drakus
Drickus
now.
Drickus at UFC what is it, 322? Oh my God. That was probably one of the craziest knockouts I've ever seen. That was fucking insane.
Now,
Holy shit.
another name too to throw out there. What about Sean Strickland versus Robert Whitaker?
Okay, yeah, I could see it. I mean, two Americans fighting. I could totally see it. I
Well,
mean, that would be a
I think
pretty good fight.
Rob's an Aussie. So I think Rob is Australian. I think he's from Sydney. So, but that would still be interesting. I mean, Whitaker's a fucking fantastic striker, and Sean is obviously great on the feet. So, Sean wouldn't have to worry about the takedowns. The fans are going to get a good fight. I could see that main
What's the
event next
last
fight.
fight Whitaker's had?
Whitaker
Yeah, I
fought.
haven't really
Has he fought since Hamza broke his jaw?
probably not.
I don't think so.
I don't think so because he had to have surgery. If you guys remember the rear naked, the face crank. I mean, it immediately broke the bottom of his jaw.
Oh wait, no,
Um,
he did. He fought last year in July against DeRitter, and he lost in a split decision.
he lost to DeRitter. That was a close fight, though. Now that you bring that up, and I remember that, and he actually knocked DeRitter down in one of those rounds with a heavy ass overhand. And I thought that Whitaker won when I first watched that, but again, close fight. You could also do DeRitter versus Strickland, maybe, but DeRitter's a little down in the rankings compared to Sean. So
I think it's gonna be
We're
him
probably not
involved,
going to
bro.
see Sean for a little while now. I mean, especially after
yeah,
his press conference. I mean, you're probably not going to see him for a little bit again.
yeah.
But
Paramount needs time to plan and recover. They probably told the UFC like the next time he has a fight week, we're gonna have to do something different.
yeah, I mean, let's talk about something because I've been thinking about this, right? I've been seeing a lot about Tom Aspinall. I
Okay.
mean, holy shit. I mean, do you think he's ever going to come back? Because, like, his eyes are still fucked up.
Yeah, and I think he'll come back. I just don't think it's gonna be this year. I think that
Nah, they need to fucking cut his ass, bro. He's done.
You think so?
Yeah, fuck him too.
yeah. You don't like Tom Aspinall?
That dude
No,
sucks, bro.
no, I love
That's
Tom Aspinall, but
Larry
honestly,
He's
I'm
with
Cyril
the
looking for
Cyril
heavy.
that.
Gon Cyril Gane was gonna win that fight, bro.
He was, but fucking, he had to poke him in the fucking eye and blind him.
He's he's a he's a ducking,
I'm,
bro.
I'm looking forward to the possible John Jones return.
Oh, I mean, absolutely. I think John Jones versus Alex Pereira at the White House. I think that is the fight to make. That's what I want to see.
Yo, that would be fucking insane. Alex Pereira and fucking
Oh yeah,
John Jones. That would be one of the most interesting fights.
that'd be a
Both of
great
them,
fight.
because John Jones's look-see fucking combat style is insane. But also fucking Alex Pineda's, they're both wrestlers. Alex Pineda striking against John Jones. I wonder how he would deal with it.
I think John would take him down pretty quick. I don't
Oh
think
no,
John.
Yeah,
100% no. He
Yeah,
would instantly take down Pineda. But here's the thing. I think Pineda would defend very well against it.
I
It
do
would be
think
an absolute beatdown.
I do think he's underrated with takedown defense, and he is a black belt under Glover Teixeira, so I think very underrated. Um, I think that's the fight to make. That's the fight I want to see the most at the White House. Obviously we're gonna get Taporia and Gaethje, but if you also put on there as a co-main like John Jones and Alex Pereira, I think that the White House card is already one of the best cards you could put on paper of all time. I think that's what we need to see on there. And I know building that White House card, they're only going to have 7 fights confirmed, so it's going to be a smaller card. I expect to see like probably at least 4 title fights. I mean, you got Amanda Nunes, you got Kayla Harrison, which is probably 100% going to be on that card. But you got other matchups like Colby Covington, Bo Nickel. I don't know what else you guys would like to see on that White House card.
Col
Obviously,
Colby
American
Covington
card.
and Bo Nickel would be crazy to watch.
Yeah, some good bad
honestly.
blood. Two Americans, so nobody loses. America's going to get a dub either way.
After that Bo Nickel knockout at MSG, I mean, he deserves a fight on a good card. I mean, shit, 322 was fucking amazing, but
Now we were there live, and that's the night I first saw you and we first met. And that Bo Nickel knockout, people were actually booing Bo going into that last round because I guess they thought Bo was kind of playing it safe, and maybe the fight wasn't too entertaining. And then out of nowhere, a fucking clean head kick.
kick in the head. Oh my God, the crowd went wild.
That was one of the most brutal KOs I've seen live, as far as just brutal. I mean, dude was
That
out for a
was
minute.
brutal.
He was out for like probably 5 minutes before
Well,
they got him up to a stool.
because he caught him at the right time. Bo Nickel caught him
Crazy.
in the middle of a fucking head kick. Holy shit.
Bo
I'm
Nickel earns
surprised
respect back.
I'm surprised he didn't fucking paralyze him.
Bro, I think they had to give him the gas when they came in there. I mean, he was out for a while. That was a very bad knockout. But Bo Nickel, I mean, getting on the cage afterwards, flipping off the crowd, he's kind of playing into this heel role where people, you know, obviously hate him. Not sure why. I love Bo. He's a great talent, good guy. But people kind of shit on Bo Nickel a little bit. And so he
Of
kind of had
course.
his fuck you moment. He just
You
head
know,
kicked this guy into the shadow realm.
the funny thing, Ty, is that I actually had Bo Nickel for TKO straight line, and I got it. I hit it.
Oh shit. Did
And
you
I
have him on
was
parlay?
Yeah, I had him on a parlay. I mean, I was about to hit that parlay if Islam didn't go to if he didn't go to decision, I would have hit.
Now, about that night, obviously we were both there. Did you get there for the first fight out of curiosity?
Yes. I was present for every single fight on that card.
Amazing card, amazing experience.
Oh, that
And
was great.
so how many people came up to you and they were like, Sean Strickland?
Um, Honestly, it was only outside
As soon as you
where
came outside, everyone turned around.
no, I mean for a while it was like chill because I was waiting out there maybe like 45 minutes. It was a little cold out that night.
And it was
And
raining.
then it was raining. That's right. But like New York, it's very weird, it gets cold. Like right now, it's about to blizzard or something in the next 2 hours.
Fuck,
So
man.
yeah, we're waiting for it. We're waiting for it to hit 2 feet, they're telling us. We haven't gotten snow like this in years.
New
Oh
York
no.
is New York is a crazy place, man. I don't Larry, have you been to New York? I know you traveled a lot.
Yeah, I've been to New York one time. When I was dating a girl who lived there.
Oh,
That's
how was
first
that?
mistake.
Facts.
New York is, I had an amazing experience, and Sean, obviously, you've been to, a couple cards now, and Larry hasn't been to a live event yet. I mean, how much would you encourage that somebody go see the UFC live, and how
A
much
thou 1,000%. I mean, listen, nothing beats hanging out with the boys and drinking soju or beer or pounding a whole bottle of Patron Silver with your boys watching UFC, but going there and seeing it live and being present and watching listen, I'm the type of person who could watch gory stuff, like I could see blood. It doesn't bother me. That shit, seeing it in person was completely different. Like watching like some of these guys get fucking brutally fucking beat down and you could see the blood dripping from their face from your seat and then like you could see their noses are broken and shit. You're like, holy shit, it's
it's just
fucking amazing.
intense. It's
It's
intense. It's
intense.
amazing. The adrenaline. There's nothing like seeing a KO live. It's absolutely incredible, and
It's straight dopamine and testosterone being in a
absolutely.
at the card. Like you're sitting there in the crowd and the crowd's going fucking insane. You're watching the crowd build up. If you get there for the early prelims, you're watching nobody in the crowd. You're hearing nobody talk, nobody's cheering. But that card that we were at was crazy because of Dylan Dennis.
And
Because Dylan Dennis
John Pork
fucking John Pork,
got his
you
ass
know.
beat, bro. He beat Dylan's ass.
But it was crazy. I
Did you
mean,
did you get to go to the press conference and the weigh-ins at all?
no, because I do work, so it's
Yeah.
like,
I
it's
know
very
you
hard for me.
I know you live up there, so you're technically not on vacation when you go to these things. So I had the opportunity to go to both, and you know, Chanko John Pork is one of the biggest stars that I've ever seen. That's not even made their UFC debut yet. Absolutely insane the ovation that he got and how popular he is. And when that fight happened in the crowd, I was actually taking a piss, and I walked back into the arena, and everybody's standing up, and I'm like, and it's in between fights. I'm like, why is everybody standing up? And then they tell me what happened in the crowd, and I'm like, "Do you know who it was?" And they said Dylan Dennis. I was like, "Well, that makes a lot of sense."
It
And then
was
next
gonna
thing you know, on
happen.
Twitter, I see fucking Chonko fucking hitting his ass with overhands and uppercuts in the crowd.
Well, I mean, if you saw Dylan Dennis's post from the last like the week prior, you saw that he was like grilling Islam. He was posting the picture of him in the wheelchair.
Wheelchair, yeah,
He was
dude.
like baiting him. He was rage baiting him so hard. It was
I, I
funny.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know how y'all feel about it, but I think Dylan Dennis deserved that shit.
Yeah, he
Oh
did.
yeah.
Nah, dude, if you're going against a bunch of fucking like a the what did Dana call it? The Nation of Islam. I mean, pretty much. I mean, hold on. First of all, who the fuck goes up against 15 fucking Dagestanis? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Somebody,
Hell no.
Like,
what
you
are
could be
they?
a black belt in BJJ, but you're going up against 15 trained killers, and you're not
That's
expecting, and you
fucking
have no
nightmare
backup.
fuel.
Bro, even when Khabib and fucking Conor fucking had their fight in Vegas, I mean, even that was crazy because you still had 15 Dagestanis beating the shit out of you.
They were
It's,
pulling up like 50 deep, bro.
dude, they jumped them like New York style. They ain't even from New York, and they
I
jumped them New York style.
yeah, and one thing I noticed about that week, Sean, was fucking just how much their culture made an impact on Fight Week. The Dagestanis, and obviously the Muslim fan base, and they really showed out to support Islam. I mean, it was crazy. And one of my favorite moments was seeing Islam walk out with Habib. Absolutely fire, and seeing Hasbullah on the side of the cage was pretty cool.
No, that was crazy with
Yeah, I was like, "Is that
the
fucking
DoorDash bag.
Hasbullah?"
I actually
So
didn't
dope.
see Hezbollah. I saw Khabib, and
He
I
was
was
on
more
our
like,
side. I think you were on the other side of the octagon. Hasbulla was little asses on my side, so I could see. There was like a little kid on the side of the ring.
I mean, shit. With Islam, my first card was watching, like my first actual card that I watched. Because I told you last time we spoke, wasn't really into UFC growing up. I mean, like, I've
WWE,
gotten
right?
into it now. Yeah, I'm a big WWE guy. I mean,
Me
I
too.
met all the guys like indie. I used to go to indie shows. I mean, I still kind of do sometimes. I mean, I'm not really invested into WWE anymore because I've gotten invested into UFC because I find that combat sports is a lot better in my opinion because I am an adult now, so it's like I love watching it. I love watching actual beef go down. I mean, I'm also from New York, so I mean, I watch a shit on the street sometimes. You see a random backstreet brawl. Sometimes I haven't been involved in one, thank God. But
Now, hear me out. The UFC
now
goes
here's
to
the
New
thing,
York
guys.
every November. Here's the thing, guys. UFC goes back to New York every year, November. I know that I'm coming back up to New York. I would like to invite Larry to come with me for Fight Week, and we all go out and have a drink, and we go to the card, maybe get some
Yes,
seats
sir.
together.
Absolutely. I hope it's a fucking amazing card that they put on.
It's
I mean,
MSG, man. You know we're gonna get a good one. It's always gonna be the biggest name possible you can put on at the time.
you know, I was in the middle of saying, my first card was Islam and Dustin Poirier. Now,
Oh
I didn't
God,
really like
right?
Islam because I that was the first fight I watched, and it was like, what the fuck? I didn't like the whole like the wrestling, right? Like the whole keeping down, but that was before I was able to sports bet. Now, watching UFC and being a sports better, now that I'm a handicapper, it's like I actually pay attention to the stats and I look at all the fights beforehand, and I also look at the stats on who I'm betting. Like the last couple
Yeah.
fights, how have they won? Are they on a streak? I mean, last card, I mean, fuck, I got killed because there were some very unexpected finishes. I mean, holy shit, that last round, I forgot which fight it was. It was the last round, and it was the last, what, 10 seconds? Dude knocked him out, and he was the underdog.
There was the last card. There was a couple finishes at the very end of the rounds. There was a couple good KOs on the prelims and stuff like that. I know me personally this year, I've made no money on sports betting at all, and I even bet on the Super Bowl. I don't know about you, Larry, if you're having a dry year, but it's not my year so far. I'm under, definitely
It's
down for
always a
sure.
dry
I'm
year for
definitely
me, buddy.
down. Yeah, it's been a bad year so far,
I
2026. I mean,
I suck at sports betting, man. I'm not good at it. The UFC is hard to bet on. And that's the only sport I really watch and I follow heavy. I did bet on the Super Bowl though, and I bet on the Patriots
me
and
too.
a couple other things. So I lost money again.
The
Um,
last fight I won money off of was Alex Pereira versus Yuri 2. I won 2 grand off that fight card.
no
That was the
fucking way.
last. That was the last time I won money on a
Actually, funny
Two
UFC
enough,
card.
grand?
funny
Two
Yeah,
enough,
2 grand.
the the last time I actually won a UFC parlay, it was 600. I it was the Alex Pineda and fucking
Magomed?
I could yeah, Magomed Ankalaev's
Shit, 600?
yeah, 600 because
The
I
first
bet
one or the second one where Alex won?
the second one where Alex TKO'd him in the first round.
Yeah.
It was
Beautiful.
crazy. I mean, I hit every leg on that parlay correctly. And the funny part was, I actually got I made these picks for my friend. I was like, and he bet on my account, and I was like, here, here's the thing, guys. I was surprised at the fact that I was actually able to win that, and I didn't bet it on myself. I feel like when I have a hunch, I don't bet the correct thing, and then it ends
I
up
feel you
happening.
on that. I
Like
feel you.
Strickland, I could have put 200 and made probably about 3 grand.
Somebody bet, I think it was like 300,000 and it paid out 1 million on Polymarket.
Mhm.
Are you on Polymarket? I'm on a waiting list.
I got through the waiting list. I mean, I don't um
Larry, do you know about this?
Yeah, I know
I
Polymarket. I don't use it though. I
I
use
don't
Hard
bet.
Rock.
But you can't
I
just join.
not Yeah, I got off the wait list for Polymarket. I mean, I have Kalshi. I mean, I don't use these apps to bet because number one, I would much rather use FanDuel or Caesars because I do play at the casinos. So, I mean, FanDuel doesn't give me any rewards, but Caesars gives me some pretty good rewards. I mean, I have the casino host in AC. I have the rooms in Vegas. I mean, shit. If I want to go to a UFC fight and I, play enough, maybe possibly, I could end up getting free tickets to a card in Vegas. I mean, you never
Oh
know.
yeah.
I
I
mean,
say we
especially,
I say we reach out to Sean and we see if we can get free tickets to his next fight.
I mean,
Get you
shit. Why
cage
don't we?
side. We need you cage side, man.
Yeah, I mean, shit. That would be amazing. I mean, what would be crazy? What would be? We should try to do get Sean on the podcast. I mean, he'd be saying some pretty crazy shit, but
I know I'm a big star. And I know that I'm a big deal. It's hard to go out in public, but I don't know. I don't know how if Sean will reach back out. But hey, here's the thing, you guys. We're gonna try. I'm gonna
we're
upload clips of this and I'm gonna send it to him. And I've got Fluffy to reach back out to me before, so maybe Sean will. Maybe I post this on my Instagram. I tag him. It's worth a shot, right?
it is worth the shot. I mean,
It's worth a
shit.
shot.
If we get Sean on here, I mean, you never know who else could pop on here. I mean, even if we get low level fighters, I
Well,
mean,
that brings up this, and this is a great question, Larry. If you could bring on one fighter, current or past, who would you bring on the podcast if you could choose one person?
Aspen Ladd and Jim West.
Bruh. Bruh. If you
I'd
don't
love to see
know, this
Islam.
is this is why they cut his mic last night. Sean Strickland at the post-fight press conference because he started talking about Aspen Ladd and Jim West grooming her. And then the next thing you know, you hear somebody from the back say that's a wrap, and they cut his mic off and they mute him, and he just puts the thing down and he just walks out. Oh my god! Now, if you could really choose one fighter, who'd you bring on, Larry? What's your pick?
Well, my favorite fighter of all time is Nate Diaz, so probably him.
Oh.
Nate Diaz would be an interesting one. Anybody watch boxing last night? Because I sure as hell
I
didn't.
I'm not gonna lie. I actually watched a little bit of it. It was a Ryan Garcia shutout. Um,
Go figure.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that I'm not a boxing guy. I just think that boxing is just harder to keep up with. Too many weight classes, too many belts. Kind of what Zuffa
Yeah, I
Boxing is
don't watch
trying to
boxing at
fix.
all.
Yeah, I know Larry's not a boxing guy, but I know a couple people that bet on Ryan Garcia that won some money last night. So
I don't, I'm not a boxing guy at all. I mean, I don't. It's not UFC. I mean, watching UFC now
Yeah,
has become part of
exactly.
my life. I mean, it has become part of it has legitimately become my personality.
well, you're Sean
People at
Thickland.
yeah, exactly. I mean, shit. I mean, I took this is very funny. So I am in the process of being hired as a police officer in Washington, D.C. You never know, if I could be at the White House card or not, you never know. But they asked me these questions on the psych evaluation, and one of them was, do you think you could be famous one day? And I said, yeah. So the psychiatrist asked me, why do you think you'll be famous? I said, well, because I'm a content creator. I'm already partially famous. I mean, people know me as as a UFC fighter named Sean Strickland. I mean, they call me. I have alternate, and she was like, wow, okay, well, that's interesting. Like,
Listen, man, you're already a star. That night that you came out in New York and you just magically spawned behind everybody waiting to get some pictures with the fighters leaving the arena. Everybody was like Sean Strickland, and they came up to you. They handed you their belts. Fucking people took pictures of you. I mean, a star in the making, man.
I mean, shit, I could really like next time at the next MSG card, that would be pretty interesting. I mean, especially if Sean Strickland's on that card. I mean,
Oh,
you never know. You
you never
really
know.
never
Never
know.
know.
And there's a lot of media that hangs out over there. I mean, we met Wicked MMA because he was sitting in front of me. I mean, he's a pretty cool dude. Um, he's one of the bigger predominant fighting, MMA pages
100%.
on Instagram. I mean, I think he's
Yeah.
sitting at like 120 right now on Instagram, if I'm
See,
not mistaken.
I found it hard to do fight week activities just because people would keep coming up to me and saying, Cobra Ty. Then I had to sign a couple autographs and take some pictures, but I still tried to find it enjoyable being the star that I am and the
Hell
personality.
no, boy.
um, no, I'm just kidding. Nobody recognized me, but by the time I go back next year, I want to be such a good content creator when it comes to this that a couple people might recognize me. That'd be pretty cool.
That would be pretty cool. I mean, it was crazy being recognized over there. I mean, people have been saying that I look like Sean Strickland for years. I mean, that was before he even watched UFC, but I
you
knew who
also
Sean
look like
Strickland was.
you also look like that football player.
Cam Scadaboo. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Larry, does
But
he look like Cam
my
Scott?
no,
He
my
does
face
look a
isn't as
little bit
round.
like Cam
No, my
Scott a
face
little
isn't
bit.
as round. It's not as round. He has a very weird face. You know what? You know who we could possibly get on here? Probably Cam Scadaboo.
Oof.
We're
Hey,
more
that'd be
likely to
lit.
get him. That would
Uh,
be
I'll
funny.
I'll leave that up to Larry. He's the football guy. So
Nah, Cam Scadaboo is a pretty cool dude. I mean, like, he's
Yeah, it
on the
seems pretty
Giants.
I'm
chill.
down to
I
have
mean,
anybody on. Hey man, except for a baseball player. I'm not big on baseball. But
no, I'm a big baseball guy. I mean, Mets just started this season yesterday. I mean, they already lost, so they're already at a playoff
I'm,
content. No, I'm joking.
I'm probably gonna
They haven't
start
even
getting into
started the season.
baseball a little more because where I
um,
live, the Atlanta Braves spring training stadium's right down the street, literally
Oh,
right
you
down
live
the
in
street.
Florida.
Yeah, I live in
no,
Sarasota, Florida.
Oh
So,
shit.
and then right up the other way is the Orioles, and I'm an Orioles fan. Their spring training stadiums in Sarasota. So I got two spring training places like in a 5 mile radius of me. So
What is that?
I might
Manatee
go check
County?
Sarasota County.
Sarasota County. My grandfather worked, he was a cop in Manatee County
Okay.
for
Oh
15
yeah.
years.
oh yeah.
Well,
So,
Florida boys.
Hey, why don't we go down to Florida, Sean? I mean, why don't we? Miami's got a card coming up. Fuck,
well, Ty, if you pay attention to my beautiful, beautiful Instagram close friend story.
you're going to Atlanta, right?
Yep, I'm going to Atlanta on
I did pay
Wednesday.
attention, man.
You do?
I
I
did.
got I'm going to see my boy graduate from the military. Throw him a little shout out while we're on here because, he's in the military serving our country, to my boy Nick, he's a very big UFC guy. He's one of our main, one of my main people I would love to take to a UFC fight. I bought him Venom gear for Christmas and his birthday
Hell yeah, bro.
because he was in boot camp and he was very
Hey, shout out
appreciative. He's
Nick.
like, Yeah,
Yeah, shout
shout out
out
Nick,
Nick for
man.
sure. And that makes me think, Larry, you've never got me anything for my birthday,
You don't
and we've
fucking
been
deserve
friends
shit.
for how long?
You don't
Wow.
deserve shit.
Oh, we're gonna have some. Are we gonna have a Larry and Cobra and Ty card
I would
coming
like
up?
some
Oh, that's
full
what I
violence
need.
gear. No, the last
Maybe
time I
one day.
saw Larry, I put him in a guillotine. So
Uh, so
You
round one
jumped the ghillie
submission.
on my ass.
I did
I
jump the
could,
ghillie.
dude. I could do a really insane rear naked choke. I mean,
Okay.
I could take down anybody with that rear naked choke. I mean,
Do you,
if you notice, I'm like a big guy. I'm like the fat version of Sean Strickland. That's why my name is Sean Thickland. So I
Sean
could
Pork?
do. Yeah,
Sean
Sean
Pork.
Pork. No, don't ever call me Sean Pork.
You don't
It's
like the
John
Sean
Pork
Pork?
and Sean. No, I don't like Sean Pork.
You
No,
don't like
I
Sean
like
Pork?
No, I like Sean Thickland. Honestly, like even my all my coworkers, my colleagues, they all call me Sean Thickland. Literally, I'll be walking into like because I work as a pharmacy tech. I work with offices because I'm also a rep, and they'll be like, "Oh, it's Sean Thickland."
I like it, honestly. I think the
I
nickname
love it.
fits. I saw that is your name on TikTok now, and that's hilarious. So
Yeah, no, I mean, shit. It's one of the most. It's one of my favorite names. I mean, I can embrace it. And plus, because I already have my own little following going on, and I post my crazy I mean, I think me and Sean would get along pretty well. I mean, we're both, you know, with
I,
half of
I
the shit I post.
I think that having Sean on the podcast, the real Sean Strickland, I think that we would probably be banned off YouTube and every other platform that we could, post clips to
That's why
pretty
there's duel
quickly.
and kick.
Yeah, kick too. I mean, shit.
I mean, Andrew Tate does it all the time. Actually, I saw Andrew Tate was in New York the other day, and I was like, shit, I really wish I could have met up with him. I was in Manhattan at a club, you know, and I really, that's a fighter I would actually want to meet. I know that Andrew Tate isn't really considered like a fighter like that. I mean, he's got a pretty good record. He's got a pretty good professional record, but
Good kickboxer,
he's a
coming off
great
the loss.
kickboxer. I would
But
have loved to see him in UFC.
it'd been cool to see, man. Same thing with Dylan Dennis, but we'll never see that as well, I don't think,
I
unfortunately.
honestly, it'd be a pretty good fight I would watch. Dylan Dennis and Andrew Tate.
Mm.
That'd be very
MMA or
interesting.
boxing?
MMA, not boxing. Fuck boxing.
I
Box.
got Dylan, unfortunately.
I mean, you never know.
How
I
do
mean,
you
Andrew
guys
Tate's now 40, so
How do you guys think Jake Paul would do in MMA instead of boxing?
terrible. He would die. CM Punk
Larry,
tried it.
that's very true. Larry, what do you think about that?
About fucking Jake Paul.
And MMA, how would he do in mixed martial arts?
I mean, he's a decent athlete, but I don't think he could be anybody on the UFC roster right now at all. He
Well,
would
here's
get
the
his
thing,
ass beat.
guys. Here's the thing, guys. You know what could happen? We could send Jake Paul to 3 years Dagestan and forget, and then
Yes,
we see what happens.
You know,
that's what
that's
he needs.
it's funny people say that because I've heard, I don't know if you guys have heard the rumors. They're saying Ian Gary's going to fight Islam, and that Ian Gary went to Georgia to work on his wrestling. And Islam said, "I'm not worried about that. He's going to focus on wrestling for a year. I've been wrestling my whole life." So I
Yeah,
just think that some of these wrestlers from Dagestan are just they've been doing this their whole life. Even 2 or 3 years of training is just it's probably not going to be enough to beat a Dagestan wrestler that's been doing it for 15, 20 years.
absolutely. Oh
It's
my
crazy the
God.
levels of wrestling, and really how Habib kind of started all that, and now you have so many fighters coming from the Dagestan region. And I think Islam is entertaining. I do. I think the fight with Poirier was a banger. I do think the
Was.
JDM fight was obviously not entertaining. But before that, I mean, he's knocked out Volk. He's finished a lot of people. Dan Hooker. So Islam's that guy, and I respect him a lot. And I think that his legacy is bigger than Habib's. I don't know how y'all feel about that.
Oh yeah, no, he absolutely dominated against Khabib. But here's the thing, Islam actually lost
They did
one
lose.
fight,
Yeah.
and but
Early in his career,
Habib
he got caught.
never lost.
Yeah, but I think Habib didn't fight the level of comp that Islam's fought. I don't know how you feel about that, Larry, but I think that the competition levels are different. Islam's fighting the best of the best. And Larry's a JDM fan. So I know he's
Yep.
Yeah,
still salty about this.
he's still pissed off.
He's salty.
JDM.
It's
JDM ruined
okay,
my life.
Larry.
What's next for JDM, Larry? What would you like to see?
I have no fucking idea, bro. Where the fuck is he even at, bro?
Gone.
Do you think JDM versus Carlos Prates?
That
He would
was
get knocked
we've
out.
talked about that before. I think that would be a good fight, but I think he loses that fight.
He would get
Damn,
knocked the
bro.
fuck out. He would get destroyed. Carlos Prates would kill fucking JDM.
Dude,
Yeah, I
Carlos
like Prates a
Prates
lot too.
is he's got the hype right now. He's got the momentum. He's got the push. He's got the name. He's got the personality.
And he's got the
Um,
glasses.
but again, at the top of the division, Islam Makhachev is waiting, and it's just fucking like, how is he going to beat Islam Makhachev? He doesn't. I don't know if he has the tools to do it.
I
I
feel
think
like with
Jack said
the
he
whole
wants Islam next again.
come on, really? I mean,
I
that was
don't know.
not. First
It
of
wasn't
all, it's
competitive.
just it was not competitive at all. It was legit just
Yeah,
them. It was just them being on the ground the entire time. Like he took. I mean, the amount of takedowns Islam got. I mean, I could have bet on those, on like 5 takedowns and one, but like. No, I don't want to see. Here's the thing. With the whole fucking Dagestanis and the forthcoming of of all of them. I mean, there's so many of them in UFC now. It's like all their style is the same. None of them actually like, really throw jabs. They don't
Well,
really.
John Pork is different.
Well, I mean,
That's I think
then
that's
let's
where
get
the
John
hype comes
Pork.
from. I think that's where the hype comes from. He's the best striker out of that region, and I do think that he might be the first Dagestan to really kind of bring. I think Islam's a great striker, but Islam trains with John Pork for striking, and I think that Chanko is going to change the game when it comes to Dagestans and striking and being able to kind of really do both and excel at it.
You know, I could agree with that, but at the same time, we still have Islam as as the champion
Yeah,
in the welterweight division. I mean, how can anybody realistically go up against Islam and possibly win? I mean, you'd have to catch Islam in the craziest position. That dude is so defensive, it's
absolutely.
insane. His
I think
defense is crazy,
I think there's only one person that can beat Islam,
and that
and
is
I don't think it's Ilya Taporia. I think that it's Armin Sarukian.
oh, everybody with fucking Armin. Oh my
I'm
god, why is it?
I,
What's the
I'm
hype with
on the Armin
Armin?
glaze. I'm on the glaze. I'm on the hype
Yeah,
trade.
yeah, you're like
Um,
literally glazing Armin, bro.
I went back, Sean. I went back and I watched their first fight when they fought early in the UFC, and Islam won a split decision, and Armin gave him problems in the wrestling department. He actually took Islam down a few times, and
I
I
think
think
Ilya
that
would knock out Islam.
I
Dude,
don't.
Ilya would kill Islam.
Oh
I'm
man,
sorry. I want to
I don't
see.
know.
But
Ilya
Ilya's
versus
got
Islam
that
is one of the biggest fights you could possibly make at this point in time in the UFC right
Ilya
now.
has that
I'm
rage
sure.
from beating. He's got that fucking rage from his divorce. I mean, you never
Yeah,
know.
exactly.
Well, well, Gaethje's gonna have to deal with that. We'll catch him after.
Yeah, no, Gaethje,
Gaethje has need to retire, bro.
Hey,
He's almost
we're
done for, bro.
if Gaethje pulls it off, we'll come back to this. I mean, I'm not counting out anybody,
I'm still
but
surprised that Gaethje actually won against Patty.
Me
yeah,
too.
no, me too. I definitely didn't have Gaethje picked. Patty, looked good, but Gaethje was just a dog, and it was a dog fight, a good scrap.
Gaethje
Gaethje
has
just
two
did
brain
nice.
Gaethje,
cells left, bro.
yeah,
Two
literally
brain cells
after,
left.
just get rid of Gaethje. I mean, I would love to see Gaethje retire. I'm not a
Me too.
Gaethje guy. I don't like Justin Gaethje at all. Um, I mean, don't get me wrong, that was a very good fight. It was very interesting to watch, but my thing is, Patty did give him fucking major problems. He held him the entire fight, even though that he lost. Patty is actually more upcoming than I think,
I think that
than
Patty's
most people
stock
think.
went up. I mean, I think that Patty didn't lose stock in that fight.
It was a great
No.
fight.
It was a great fight, best fight of the year so far, still to this point.
I agree.
In my opinion. And that brings me back before we wrap everything up. I'll ask Larry and I'll ask you guys. Going back to the card last night, Larry, what was your performance of the night? Besides Sean Strickland, obviously, he should get a 100K bonus if I'm giving out bonuses.
Performance of the night. That's a tough
Besides
one.
Sean Strickland, I know, Sean, you didn't get to watch all the card, but if you
I
go
got
back
to
and
watch
watch,
the medic fight. The
oh, you did get to see it.
that
That was
of course
my
that's the one
KO
KO,
of
fight
the
I got to
night.
see.
KO of
That
the
was my
night,
KO
dude.
of the
That's
night.
performance.
Woo-hoo.
What round one, two
Ooh,
minutes? Oh my god, that was
Great.
crazy. Oh, my friend says to me last night, he's like, "Yo, put the house on medic right now." I'm like, "Why?" And he's like, "Watch." 20 seconds later, boom! As I'm about to put a money line on him.
Did you
bro,
see that snot shoot out of fucking Jeff Neal's nose when he hit the ground, bro?
bro,
That
Jeff
shit
Neal
was
has to retire
crazy.
too.
two
If
brutal
anybody has to
KOs in a
retire,
row.
Jeff Neal.
Two brutal
Absolutely.
KOs in a row, bro. I hate to see it for Jeff Neal, and I mean, he looked the same way he did against Protez when he fell on the ground. It was the same kind of, flat out KO. I hate to see it, but it does seem like his chin's gone. That's a really bad, two knockout losses in a row. So I don't know what's next for Jeff Neal, but some time off seems
The
super
retirement
necessary.
home.
And that also brings me to Jacoby Smith, that KO against
Great.
Josiah Hero. That was
Brutal
absolutely
KO.
brutal. Late stoppage. Sean, if you didn't get to see it, I encourage you to go back and watch it. A very late stoppage. That was one of those KOs that was just like, fuck, that kind of sucks. That was a scary one, in my opinion.
I do also want to say my fight of the night, the Spivak
Okay.
fight. The heavyweights are back, baby. That was a great fucking heavyweight fight.
Finally, a good heavyweight fight. And we need that. And Sean, you probably know this, but the heavyweights have been lacking this year.
Terribly,
Yeah.
terribly. There hasn't been really any good cards with heavyweights. I mean, I want to see more heavyweight action. I
We need to
find
get
that
that division
heavyweights,
moving.
yeah, they need to get that division back up and running because you know what? I'm kind of tired of seeing middleweight, welterweight, like heavyweight, flyweight. I mean, you know, I would love to see the heavyweights back in action. They throw some
Absolutely.
really brutal beatdowns, some crazy shit like, you know, I miss that DC era. I mean, I've went back and watched plenty of DC fights. DC, like DC John Jones, crazy beef. Crazy beef. Oh, I want to see
Absolutely.
that. I want to see that kind of action again.
Yeah, 100%. The heavyweight division needs something, and my idea, my pitch would be that you get Alex Pereira and John Jones, the coach, the Ultimate Fighter, leading up to a heavyweight title fight with Tom's absence, and then you bring in a heavyweight division on the Ultimate Fighter as well to be coach. That way, you can build up incoming stars and build up a big heavyweight fight as well.
Oh yeah.
We should see more heavyweight action within the year. I mean,
I hope
we
so.
haven't gotten all the cards for the year yet, so we never know. I mean, we'll see. We really
Absolutely.
will.
My
Derek Lewis.
oh god, I don't even want to talk about
Derek Lewis.
it. Fuck, I don't even want to talk about it,
That
bro.
shit made
That
me
was
want to turn off the
depressing.
TV, bro.
That was depressing. That was very bad.
So, like you
What a
said, great to get a good heavyweight fight this week. That's how you know we got a good card. The main card was amazing for me. I give the main card a 4.5 out of 5. The prelims were lacking this time, so you didn't miss much, Sean. The prelims this time went how a casual would imagine the prelims are. They were, very
I thought the only two
underwhelming.
bad fights of the prelims were the two first fights. I think everything after that went pretty good.
Just no finishes, really, though, except for the
Yeah, not a
one.
lot of finish. Yeah, there was one finish, but the fights weren't too bad. What was the fuck? I'm losing my mind right here. Where's the what
You
was
had
that
Jordan
third?
Levitt, you had Phil Rowe, and
The Levitt
Gene
fight was
Paul.
bad.
Yeah, the Levitt fight was ass. Yeah, man. You had Odie
The
Osborne, Idris, Carlos Leal, and Jekawani was a good fight.
the Philip Rowe and Jean Paul fight.
That was a good fight.
That was a good. That was a banger.
That was a good fight.
Um,
So my fight of the night, bro. Mine's a little bit different than yours, Larry. I had Zachary Reese and Michelle Paredes.
there's no way I could give that fight of the night, bro.
And there's a lot of
It,
controversy around this fight, Sean, because there were two low kicks. They were the most low kicks that I've seen ever. Where
didn't
Michelle was
come
acting like
near
he
his
got hit
balls.
in the
He didn't
nuts,
come
and it
near his
wasn't
balls.
close. Crazy how unclose it was. I mean, yeah, I don't know what that was about. It didn't even graze the cup.
And
didn't
then the
even
eye
graze.
poke was barely an eye poke.
Yeah, but the fight did heat up in rounds 2 and 3, man. I do think it was a good banger. We had some blood in there. I always appreciate that. So I enjoyed that fight, but I see, I could give yours a close second. That heavyweight fight was very good as well.
Yeah, and then of course the Sean fight. I loved that.
That
Yeah,
That
was
was right up
amazing.
there with the heavyweight fight. Great
congrats,
performance
Sean.
by Sean. I'm sorry I doubted you, Sean.
We're
You
sorry
never
we doubted
doubted.
you. You're
You
back.
didn't. You didn't. You actually didn't doubt me. Larry doubted.
I
I
did.
saw
I
Larry's
did.
pick last. I saw his picks last night. I
Yeah,
was
but
like, he's really going for Fluffy. Come on.
Larry's a snake in the grass, bro.
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
coming
Especially
off
after
those
that
losses
comment
to
you.
Jerkis and Hernandez being on that 8 fight winning streak, I had to, just hedge my bet a
But
little bit.
I could
not to
understand
shit
the
on Fluffy, but look who Fluffy had fought. I mean, he hadn't fought the level of
I'm a
comp that Sean
Strickland
had fought.
fan. I am a Strickland fan, but
Look how
I
he
just
switches
had to
sides.
go
Yeah.
against it.
Yeah, no, you can't. You can't go against Sean. He's unpredictable.
I never will
All right.
again. I'm
So,
sorry.
Never,
boys,
never doubt him.
to wrap this up, final takeaways from the card, Larry.
Yeah, it was a pretty good card. I gave the whole card about a 3 out of 5. It was my second highest rated card so far, next to the Gaethje and Patty fight card. And yeah, I'm excited to see what we get next. What fight night's coming up?
Moreno and Calvin. That's going to be a good one.
Ooh.
Cheeto Vera and David Martinez are the co-main event, so excited for that. Um, and yeah, man, we got a lot of good stuff on the calendar this year. We should be getting fight announcements very soon, maybe this up and coming week, boys. So stay tuned. Um, Sean, it was an honor having you on here, man. We'd
Yes,
love to
sir.
have you back for the next
Yes,
Sean
sir.
Fight
Nice to
Week or
meet you,
maybe
man.
sooner.
It was nice to meet you too. Listen, I gotta say one thing
Yes,
before I
sir.
go. Listen, episode 1, I heard what you said at the beginning of the episode, Larry. You called me a fucking pussy. I'm not a fucking pussy. Uh, we had 1.5 feet of snow, which we haven't gotten in 10 years. So it was
Yeah, I
very
can't
hard.
relate to that down in
We were
Florida.
still, we're still digging out our cars now. Actually, funny enough, we're still digging out our cars, and it's been a month.
Larry, you better learn to watch your mouth where he teep kicks you and jabs you to a decision.
No,
Exactly.
I'm
No, no
I'm running,
decision.
bro.
TKO. I'm gonna give
Don't
him a
do me
rear
like
naked
Fluffy,
choke.
bro. Don't do me like
It's
Oh,
all
I
right,
Fluffy.
will.
bro. You can take my scraps. I already put them in a gilly.
All right, I got you. I'll take the sloppy seconds. Don't worry.
Yeah. Appreciate y'all, boys. This was
Of
fun, man.
course.
We got to do
No,
it
this was
again
great.
soon.
Yes, sir.
Oh
All
yeah,
right.
y'all have
Thank
a
you,
good one.
guys. We'll see y'all
Thank you,
next time,
guys.
okay?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.